and welcome to the first video of my new channel, Free Code School. So as the name suggests, this channel will be dedicated to teaching basic programming to anyone, anywhere in the world. So before I go into details of why you should learn programming and give a brief introduction of myself, let me share you a small event that inspired me to start this channel. So the event goes something like this. I got a call from a friend of mine recently, 3 or 4 days before, and I met him during one of the LinkedIn in-day coaching events. So in this coaching event, what we do is, so I work here at LinkedIn India, and in this coaching event, what we do is like employees of LinkedIn India, what they do is they train other job seekers from the NGO. So that was the part of that event itself, that in-day that I attended. So in that, our responsibility was to train many students who were looking for jobs from a non-government organization. So I met this friend of mine during that time, and I have been in contact with him since then for almost a year now. And I think 4 or 5 days before, he called me again and he told me that he wants to work at LinkedIn India and the same company where I work because he was fascinated by the place, the culture, the environment at LinkedIn in India. I mean, it's there in the office is there in the Bangalore, and he was also there in the Bangalore before he went to Chennai to start a new job. Now, he also told that he wants to work hard, whatever it takes to work at LinkedIn. And I will tell you a fact about him that he does not have a college degree. He has just studied till 12th. Now, I went on to thinking like, can I actually teach him like how to program? Because he does not have any background, any technical background or IT background. So can I teach him this basic programming and land him a job, not at LinkedIn ads at least, but maybe at any other IT company in India itself. And maybe someday his dream gets fulfilled and he works there at LinkedIn India, maybe. Now that actually inspired me to start this channel. So, I mean, that got me thinking actually. So can I actually teach basic programming to anyone? So who is not from this technical background, IT background, does not have any knowledge of coding, zero knowledge of coding. The only requirement here is that they should be knowing English as well as basic maths, multiplication, subtraction, addition, those all things. If they know these basic things, can I teach them programming? So that was my question in my mind. Can I do that? So I thought that maybe it's possible. Let me try it, and that's how I started this channel, Free Code School. And I am planning to work on this. And the end goal, I will say, is to have a course that teaches basic programming to anyone, anywhere in the world, wherever you are, where you are in India, where you are in US, UK, anywhere. I want to teach you programming, basic programming. That's what my plan is. And also, I also got inspired recently from the government of India plan actually. So they have made some reform. They have announced some reform in education sector that coding should be taught in the school from sixth class itself. So that also got me going that, okay, let me start this that can reach a lot of people and teach them basic programming. Now, before I move on to like why you should learn programming, like why everyone should learn basic programming, let me give you a brief introduction of myself. So my name is Shivam, and as I told, I work here at LinkedIn India as a site reliability engineer or SRE. So if you do not understand what SRE is, it's okay. Once I start making videos on like basic programming, I will also give you a brief idea of what my work actually is. So I will start talking about those in some of the videos. And also I am passionate about computer science and teaching. And I aim to teach computer science to everyone, in the world, anywhere, wherever they are. I want to teach them basic computer science. If you do not understand what programming is, what basic computer science is, do not worry. As I go forward and upload multiple videos on certain topics, I will also clear all of these doubts for you. You do not get confused on all of these terms now. And my aim is to teach you basic programming or basic computer science in a structured and an easy way. So that's what my main aim is, that it should be structured in such a way that anyone, anywhere in the world should be able to learn programming from my channel. And I believe that the basic computer science education should be accessible to everyone in the world. wherever they are. I mean, it should be kind of a basic education. Like you study English in your school, right? You study maths in your school. You study biology in school. Similarly, computer science should be a basic subject for every school, and everyone should have a knowledge of that. Now, I will talk about the main theme of this video, that is why one should learn to program and why programming is important for everyone. So let's start now talking about this. In this video, I will talk about 3 to 4 reasons as how programming can help you in your career and in your life. The first and the foremost reason, and one of the important reasons I will say, is that basic programming can help you in getting started with a job in IT sector. I mean, of course, if you learn basic programming or basic computer science, of course, you will be able to get a basic job in IT sector. And if you work more hard, if you focus more, work more hard, you will be able to work in very big companies like Google, Amazon, Microsoft, LinkedIn, and many others. So that is the first and one of the important reasons why you should do programming, that it will help you in your career, in getting you a good job. And understand also this fact that millions of jobs now at present is being lost to automation. I will give you a simple example. Like if you take the manufacturing sector, where most of the jobs are repetitive, in the sense that people do the same thing every day. Now these jobs can also be done by robots, or this is kind of automation where robots are there and robots will do the same thing that people used to do. The repetitive work will be now done by robots, and that is, it's not that it will be done in the future. It's already being done. And if you see in US and UK, already a lot of jobs has been replaced in the manufacturing sector by robots. Leave manufacturing sector. There are other sectors also which are getting impacted by automation and artificial intelligence. So if you do not understand what automation is, what artificial intelligence is, do not worry. I will teach you everything. Once I start teaching, I will teach you about everything, like what is artificial intelligence, what is automation. I will teach you everything. Just understand this, that this is, once you start programming, you can program code to do many things. You can have robots that do certain tasks, and you can have like a lot of other automation also. Like if you have, you have websites now, you have applications now. Those all are result of programming. Now, even in the hospitality sector, if you see in the, I will say, restaurants, or if in the, I will say, in the hotels itself, right? A lot of work, right, are getting replaced by the robots itself, and a lot of automation is going there. In the transportation, if you see, that is a very big example now. A lot of self-driving cars are being launched by different companies, and there will be no drivers there in the self-driving cars. So you think about the number of drivers that we have in India or in the world. A lot of jobs there will be lost in this once like self-driving cars, they start running on the roads. Now it's still in the initial stage, but that will become a reality soon. And even if you see the data analysis sector, right? So let's say if you are analyzing the data in using the Excel sheet, right, manually, if you are doing the repetitive work manually, then this also will be replaced by automation. There will be some code that will do this repetitive work every time, and they will be more efficient than you are doing that. Even in finance sector, I will say, like if you see like stock market, right, stock trading and everything today happens through automation. There is no human actually who goes and buys and sells stocks now. Everything is being done by robots or automation. That's how the world is changing now, and this will cause a lot of jobs to be like the old type of jobs, like manufacturing, hospitality, transportation sector jobs, data analysis jobs. Like data analysis jobs, the manual job that people are doing. The finance sector jobs where people are doing repetitive tasks. They are looking at numbers and they are identifying a pattern. These things, same things can be done automatically by program. So all these jobs are in danger. So that's the one, I will say, the important reason why you should learn basic programming. And it will give you a chance in the future, right? At least to get a basic job in IT sector. And the number of jobs in IT sector is increasing day by day. And in the other fields, I will see in the other sectors, the number of jobs are getting decreased day by day. So that's you should understand. That's important to understand. And I will give you some examples that already has happened. Think about Netflix, where you watch movies and web series. So initially we had CDs and DVDs, right? With the help of that, we used to watch movies. Now nobody uses CD or DVD to watch movies. Everybody goes to Netflix, Amazon Prime, or maybe some different other sites, online sites, and they watch the movies, cricket match, or many other things. I mean, sports and everything there. A lot of, a lot of things have changed, right? From the CD and DVD to Netflix now. Think about the newspapers. I mean, okay, you maybe you would have seen that okay, there are new physical newspapers now also, but many people are reading the newspapers online now. Like this transition is happening, and maybe in the future, maybe not now, maybe 15 years, 20 years, it may happen that 80% of the people are reading newspaper online and not physical newspapers. Think about the books also, right? Now initially, I mean, there was when internet was not there, and I will say Amazon was not there, so Amazon has started this. There was, I mean, everybody used to read physical books. Now think about now, you do not have to go and buy a physical book. You can read many multiple books online. You can buy books online and read there. See, a lot of things have already changed, I mean, and a lot of things are already changing. Like every time, every second, like it's changing. Somebody is trying out some new things in the and for the future, like self-driving cars. Somebody is trying to use, I mean, drones to maybe let's say in the agriculture sector. I'm not going to take multiple examples here, but that's happening. I mean, a lot of things are changing in this world. Now you will be thinking that whether your job will be replaced in the future or not. So I will give you a simple answer. If you are doing some repetitive work or manual work, or this work is repetitive, I mean it's manual and it's repetitive, there is a high chance that robots can do the same work in the future and your job can be replaced. Some of the examples already I have given in transportation sector. If you are a driver, there is a high chance that it may be replaced. If you are doing some data analysis work manually and which is repetitive, then some automation or some code can do the same in the future. Or let's say if you are in the hospitality sector, in restaurants or in hotels, and you are doing some things manually, right, and that's repetitive, then robots also will be able to do that in the future. So understand this. So if a job can be done by robots or can be automated, it will eventually be replaced, I will say. Understand this line. This line is very important. If a job can be done by robots or can be automated, it will eventually be replaced. So if you understand this line, apply this to your work and think about like if this work can be done by robots or can be automated. If it is possible, then your job may also be replaced in the future. So understand about this. But okay, I have given a lot of negative news like about about the jobs that are being replaced, right? I've given a lot of negative news. So let me also give you a very good news that okay, I understand a lot of jobs are getting replaced, but on the other hand, millions of new jobs are also being created. You should understand this. But these jobs are in new areas, I mean, not in the old areas. These are not the same job. It's not the same job of the driver. It's not the same job of, let's say, somebody manually doing the data analysis, right? Or somebody in the manufacturing sector who is doing the repetitive work. These are not the old jobs. These are the modern jobs that require certain other skills.
Even if you want to become a race car driver or play baseball, or build a house, all of these things have been turned upside down by software.
What it is computers are everywhere. You want to work in agriculture? Do you want to work in entertainment? Do you want to work in manufacturing? It's just all over.
Here we are, 2013. We all depend on technology to communicate, to bank, information, and none of us know how to read and write code.
And a lot of millions of jobs are being created in these sectors. Like these are skilled jobs, like you require certain skills for these jobs. And understand this, that robots are not perfect. I mean, they will do mistakes. So you require technicians, right, who can fix those. I mean, understand this, like we can have a lot of automation, a lot of robots, but those will not always be perfect. So you need technicians and like many other jobs, like which will take care of this. And I will give you an example. In information technology sector, around 20 to 50 million jobs will be created by 2030. We understand like how many jobs are going to be created in the IT sector in the future. That's one of the sectors that is going to boom in the future. Like a lot of jobs will be here. And that's another reason why you should learn basic programming. I mean, you will have like larger access to jobs, right? You will have more, I will say, more demand for your skills. If you have skills in computer programming, computer science, and other skills in IT. So a lot of jobs will be created in the IT sector, but you should also have the skills to apply for these jobs. So that's why basic programming becomes important. If you know basic programming, like how to code, you should be able to apply for these jobs, and also you should be able to get these jobs if you work hard. And there are many other sectors also in which the jobs will be created, like healthcare sector, management sector, the robotics, because a lot of robots will be created, right? Manufacturing of robots itself will be a big area, right? Where a lot of jobs will be created. So also understand, okay, of course, there is a bad news that a lot of jobs are old jobs, I will say, are being getting replaced by robots or automation. But understand the positive part that a lot of new jobs are being created because as the effect of that, a lot of new jobs are being created in information technology sector, in robotics sector, in health sector, in management sector. A lot of other jobs are also being created that require certain skill. So you need to acquire these skills to apply for these jobs and work at these companies and we provide these jobs. But is getting job the only reason why you should learn programming? I will say no, it's not the only reason why you should learn programming. There are multiple other reasons also why you should learn programming. So let me talk about other reasons. So as Steve Jobs, the co-founder of Apple, he says that everybody in the world should learn how to program a computer because it teaches you how to think.
I think everybody in this country should learn how to program a computer. Should learn a computer language because it teaches you how to think. It's like going to law school. I don't think anybody should be a lawyer, but I think going to law school would actually be useful because it teaches you how to think in a certain way. In the same way that computer programming teaches you in a slightly different way how to think. And so I view computer science as a liberal art. It should be something that everybody takes a year in their life. One of the courses they take is, learning how to program.
So understand this. When you are in school, right? You study maths, you study biology, you study chemistry, you study maths. But why do you study this? Do you study English because you want to become a writer in the future? Do you read or do you study biology because you want to become a doctor in the future? Do you study maths because you want to become a mathematician in the future? It's not the same, right? You do not want to become a mathematician by just studying maths or just by studying English, right? So what these subjects are helping you? These subjects are helping you in different ways. Through English, what you will do is it will help you in communication. Through maths, it will help you in thinking and solving problems. Through the help of, let's say biology, right? You'll be able to understand about your body, how your body works, how your digestive system works, how your brain works. Of course, you do not want to become a doctor in the future by just reading biology in your school. That's not the main aim of that. Similarly, if you study programming, the main aim is not always to get a job in the programming. It's not that, okay, you should go into the IT sector itself. The programming helps you in thinking more and more. So once you start writing code to solve different problems, your mind will become more sharper and sharper. Like once you solve math problem, right? Your mind starts becoming more sharper. Similarly, once you start doing programming, the same will happen to your brain. It will become better and better and more efficient in that sense. So that's another reason for learning programming. Another reason I will say is that if you have ideas, like if you have some ideas in your mind, you can convert those ideas into reality. So think about the examples that are present in your day-to-day life. Think about Facebook, YouTube, Google. These all are built by programming. All are related to programming. So somebody had this idea that what if I can start a website where everybody can upload videos like YouTube and others also can see these videos, right? So they had this idea and they knew programming and they converted this idea into reality. So that's what you can also do. You can, if you have a good idea and you want to convert that into reality, with the help of programming, you will be able to do that. You will be able to solve real life problems through the help of technology and programming.
Whether you're trying to make a lot of money or whether you just want to change the world, computer programming is an incredibly empowering skill to learn.
I think if someone had told me that software is really about humanity, that it's really about helping people by using computer technology, it would have changed my outlook a lot earlier.
To be able to actually come up with an idea and then see it in your hands and then be able to press a button and have it be in millions of people's hands. I think we're the first generation in the world that's really ever had that kind of experience.
Just to think that you can start something in your college dorm room and you can have a set of people who haven't built a big company before come together and build something that 1 billion people use as part of their daily lives is just crazy to think about, right? It's humbling and it's amazing.
The programmers of tomorrow are the wizards of the future. You're going to look like you have magic powers compared to everybody else.
I think it's amazing. I think it's the closest thing we have to a superpower.
Great coders are today's rock stars. That's it.
And of course, I will give you an example from my case. So when I started working, I am very interested in cricket, I will say. And IPL is one of the biggest cricket tournaments in the world. So I'm very crazy about IPL and I always watch the score during the office time. Now the issue with me was that should I go to the website every time and see the score, or should I have, so this was my idea that an idea came to my mind that should I go to the website regularly and check the updates. So this takes more time, right? You have to go manually to every site every time, or you have to keep the site open and see it manually. Or let me write a program that will notify me when a 6 or 4 is hit, right? Because I want to know about the important events of the cricket match. That is when a wicket falls, when a 4 is hit, when a 6 is hit. So I want to know about these importance. So I wrote a program that actually got some data from online, and that data it parsed. I did some programming actually, and after that code was written, what the end result was that I didn't have to go to the online site or everything. A notification was coming to me whenever there was 6 or 4 or a wicket fell. Then a notification came to me on my desktop itself. That's what I did with programming. So I converted the idea that I had in mind into reality, if you see. Similarly, if you have other ideas like this into your mind, you can convert this into reality with the help of this programming. Now, you will think that, of course, you will think that I have never done programming in my life. I am from non-IT background, or I am from IT background, but I have never done any coding, any programming. Now, can I actually learn programming? Can I actually learn programming? Now, let me tell you the basic requirements for learning programming. So if you see these basic requirements, everybody can learn programming anywhere in the world. The basic requirements, I will say the first basic requirement is you should know basic maths. That is addition, multiplication, division, subtraction. That is usually taught in like 3rd to 4th class, right? Wherever in your school itself, right? And maybe before that also. So once you are in 5th or 6th class, you should be able to start programming, learn programming. The second requirement I will say is a mobile or a laptop where you actually need to program the code and run it. You also need an internet connection. I will say internet connection is not always required because you can also program without the help of internet. But in some cases, internet will be required, and I will say it's better to have internet connection. And the most important thing I think is required from your side if you want to learn programming is determination and hard work. If you have determination that you can code, and if you can work hard on that, like I will be creating and uploading a lot of videos here on programming, basic programming. If you can go through all of those, if you can practice those, I am sure that you will be able to learn programming. And it's not that you will be able to learn just basic programming. After learning basic programming, you will be able to do very good programming, like advanced programming also. But you need to dedicate your time. You need to do hard work. That's very important. Other things like maths, English, and laptop, everything, mobile. I know these all will be with you mostly. But the most important thing to have here is dedication and hard work.
You don't have to be a genius to know how to code. You need to be determined.
Addition, subtraction, that's about it.
You should probably know your multiplication tables.
You don't have to be a genius to code. Do you have to be a genius to read?
Now, what's my plan here, right? What's next, Ivan? Of course, I have told you like certain reasons like why you should learn to program. The first reason, as I told you, was that it will help you in getting a good job in the future. The second reason I told you was that it will make you think more and more, and it will, I will say, increase your thinking ability. The third reason I told you was that you can convert your ideas into reality. You can solve real life problems, and of course, you can help a lot of people in the world. The fourth reason I told you was that, of course, it's the foundation course I am in, as I told you, right? Because you do not always read biology to become a doctor. Similarly, you do not always code or program to become an IT engineer. It's okay. I mean, you can. It helps you in like increasing your thinking ability. That's important here. Now, what's next? I will say that there are some videos that I've collected from YouTube. Those are kind of motivational videos. I have made a playlist of that. So the link of playlist will be there in the description as well as in the comment. So I will recommend you go and watch those videos, and you will understand more about like why you should learn programming and some motivational videos also. And I will be getting the syllabus ready. Like in the next video, I will discuss about the syllabus, what all I will be teaching you here, and how I will be teaching you in a structured way. I will discuss about that in the next video. And the language, programming language, which I will be using to teach basic programming is Python, because it's very easy. It's kind of English itself. I mean, it's very easy, and most of the, I will say, college also, they also use Python for teaching programming, and that's quite easy. That's why I will take that. Understand this: once you learn Python, you will be also able to program in any other language also. Do not worry about this. And if you do not understand what are programming language, then also do not worry. I will teach about those in the further videos. And also do not forget to subscribe to my channel so that you do not miss any videos on my channel. Like any programming videos I upload here, you do not miss it. So do subscribe to my channel, and also hit the bell icon. There, bell icon will be there. Also hit that, because that will also help like the notification. Whenever I upload a video, the notification will go to you. So I welcome you all to my course here on basic programming, and I will try my best. I will try my best to teach everyone, I mean, anywhere in the world, basic programming. So thank you for watching this video, and I will again welcome you to my new course. Thank you.